This is the Spyderco Manix 2 GPKnives exclusive in Cpm Rex45.
Okay, this Spyderco comes with T8 and T10 hardware, FRN scales, and a crossbar lock.
This is the big brother to the Manix. It's the Manix XL, the Manix 2 XL, and Cpm S30V.
All right, this XL comes with G10 scales, crossbar lock, and also T8, T10 hardware.
While we have both of these two knives in our possession, we figure we'll compare the two and discuss the similarities and the differences. The Manix 2 has a 3.5 inch blade with a 3 inch cutting edge. It's 8 inches overall, 4 7/8 inch closed.
All right, so the Manix 2 XL has a 4-inch blade overall with a 3.5 inch cutting edge, 9 inches total length, and 5 inches closed.
The Manix 2 lightweight comes in at 2.9 ounces. And that is going to convert to 83 grams.
The Manix 2 XL comes in at 5.2 ounces and 147 grams.
The Manix 2 lightweight is 0.44 inches, while the Manix 2 XL comes in around 0.45 inches.
Okay, so we've taken a look at the specs now, so let's just talk about these knives.
Sounds good to me. Well, Courtney, I don't know about you, but I feel like I have a clear winner already in my book.
I know I do.
You know you do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can definitely tell which one's going to be yours, and I believe our viewers probably can too. It's got nothing to do with the blade steel, just the knife in general. Now, when we released the video about this knife coming out, we saw a lot of people say, you know, if it had G10 scales, I'd be all over it. I'm gonna be the first one just to say, like, I like these scales. You know, like,
they're nice and grippy.
I've never had a problem with Spyderco's FRN scales. They are nice and grippy. They're tough. Like what do we got here? Let's check this knife out. This is a very old knife. It was purchased in 1999. It's an Endura.
It still looks new.
It still looks new. It's been through some abuse. This knife used to belong to P&W Fun Stuff. If you're not subscribed, you might as well subscribe. He makes some really cool pins and stuff. But I have no problem with the FRN scales on Spyderco. Like they remain grippy for a long time, where G10 actually kind of smooths out. But I guess the video is not about the Endura, but just as an example.
I think it stays cleaner looking too than the G10. The G10 gets stuff down in it that just kind of stays there. It starts looking dirty.
G10 has more of a porous surface, and it can attract a lot of lint and stuff that's actually kind of hard to get out. And if it was white, I think it would just highlight all that stuff even more.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about one at a time, I suppose, or whatever you want to do. Really, I like the Manix to
lightweight.
The lightweight, even if it was one in G10, I would like it as well. I think the fidgetability or the opening and closing is a lot easier on this knife than it is on this knife. And what I mean is, like, I can, on the XL, manipulate it. I can definitely open it one-handed, no problem. And it is very comfortable in hand. It's a very nice sized knife. But with that crossbar lock, it's hard for me to be able to position the knife in my hand and be able to pull down on both sides. So I've got to pull down on one side, and that's okay, but it's not as comfortable, you know. And so I definitely personally prefer the size of the Manix or the Manix 2 over the size of the Manix 2 XL.
Yeah, and mine's the same way. Like, if he's having trouble with it, I promise you, I'm going to be having trouble with it. Like, I there's no way I could get a good grip on it and still be able to reach that. So
I had the same problem with the Ergonomics.
Yeah.
Like I've never handled a mini Adamas, but I feel like the mini Adamas probably be, more up my alley when it comes to something with a crossbar lock.
I can't never do it on camera.
To me, crossbar lock ends at 8 inches. Like, I don't want a crossbar lock, axis lock, whatever you want to call it, over 8 inches. And I know these are different locks. These are different locking mechanisms. They work differently, and I respect that. But they operate the same. You gotta pull the thing back and to unlock it. And so I guess for argument's sake, I'm just gonna say they operate the same. They're when it gets to the point where it's bigger than this, liner lock, compression lock, or frame lock, or something else,
or
I mean, it could be the Atlas lock on the Mayhem, very easy to operate one-handed, even though I can't get the entire knife in the frame. I think I'm sending this to Addicted to Blades, so if you're not subscribed, go check him out. He's going to do a video on it, and he's thinking about buying one. He just wanted to handle one first, so check out Addicted to Blades. Okay, I really feel like this is a very comfortable knife. It really is.
But the easeability of one-handed operation is better on this one.
Yeah, and for there only to be 1 inch difference, that means there's only about a half an inch difference in the length of the handle itself. Not even that.
And it makes a huge difference.
It does. It makes a huge difference, especially in my hands anyway. So like, that's where my reserves lie, man. Is I don't like having to wrestle the knife to get it closed one-handed, personally. But your mileage may vary. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the Manix.
And the lightness of this one compared to this one to be
huge difference.
Such a minute difference in length. It carrying will be a lot lighter with this one than this one.
Right.
It's like twice as heavy.
And this is a love it or hate it type of thing with the wire pocket clip, but I don't have a problem with it. I think I had a wire pocket clip on my Native 5. I may be mistaken. I cannot remember.
You had a wire clip on something, though.
I've had a wire clip on something, that's for sure. But I didn't mind the wire clip whenever I was using it. And all right, so let's do some size comparisons. I'm gonna do some size comparisons with this guy first, and let's bring the Endura back out.
Oh, don't cut yourself.
Right. So the Endura is about a 9-inch knife as well, and the PM2 is 8.5 inches. So you can see So it's very comparable in size to the PM2, even with the
a little thicker this way.
Here it's got a wider handle for a little bit more of a comfortable fit. I'm a big fan. Like, I like this knife over the PM2 myself. Like, it just fits better in hand.
And surprisingly, I just realized all the little ripples here, and I'm usually not a big fan of that, but it fits well in my hand. Like, I didn't notice it. It wasn't something that was like poking in different areas than where it's intended to.
Hey, did you try it choked up?
Yeah, that still works well.
Feels good?
Yeah.
You like it?
And I'm usually not a fan at all of having the extra stuff there because it usually does not fit my hand well. So I just realizing that's actually unique for me.
Right. Well, okay. I really don't. I don't mind this. I don't mind this lock in this size of knife. I don't usually get real picky about the locks anymore. Like I go through phases where I like specific types of knives. But let's get some stuff out here. It's not Chris Reeve. I'm sorry. It's not Spyderco. We got a Chris Reeve and Cosi.
I got my little Roxy.
Move it up and get it in the frame. Yeah, so that's the wee Roxy.
Handle isn't all that much off, actually. It's more blade.
Man, it's really, yeah. I mean, your inner grip is gonna be way different, but as far as the handle itself. The Bradley Guardian 3, or that's the GF3, the Bradley GF3 titanium. So it's a little bit bigger than that. What else we got over here? How about a Hinder XM18?
About the same size.
About the same size. And 80-15. And if, just in case you're a fan, here's a sneak peek. Just in case you weren't on my live, or on our live last night. This is a mule team. MT33P. That's in Rex 76. So that's akin to the CPM Rex series still. This would be the 76 and this is the 45, obviously. But anyway, that's, there's some size comparisons. So if you're a mule guy and you like mules, you'll know
what size
the Manix is, just in case you don't have one. But man, I'm excited about this knife. And, like I'm kind of ill. The reason why I have the mule team knife is because I tried to order one of these and the site crashed on me like 5 or 6 times, and I was like, I just gave up. I gave up because I was at work.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to just sit there and play with it. I was going to order one if it would allow me to. I missed out on it. It may still be available because I thought they sold out. That's why I thought the website was crashing on me. It was like it wouldn't allow me to put it back in the cart the last time it may have just been too many people on the site at one time.
Couldn't keep up with how many were in carts.
That's probably what was going on. I don't know, but regardless, it may still be available at the time of the release of this video. If it is, I think it's a great pickup if you don't have one, man. Thing is super sharp out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any kind of experience sharpening Rex45, 76, or 121, so I'm not sure how hard that'll be. It is a very high tungsten, high cobalt steel, so I assume it's not going to be as easy as, like, say, S30V.
Right.
All right. Do you have anything else to add to it?
No, like I'm actually just kind of glad they come out with one that was operational in my hand.
It's a pretty cool knife. And here's the 940 that's going to be given away at 1,000 subscribers. So if you're still here, be sure and check that out. You guys have a great one. We'll catch you on the flip side.